Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and off the spectrum. My name is Prince Katsuna, and today I'm back with another episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, last episode, we witnessed Maria Ross, who is clearly being framed by the sins or whoever, right? The corrupted military folk, and apparently she was burnt to a crisp by Roy. Now, I still think that he probably saved her and that she's secretly alive or something. I'm gonna hold on to that because if I'm right about that, it'll be really fucking sick. If I'm wrong and that she actually is just dead, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I don't feel like that'd be embarrassing for me to just not believe it. I think it's perfectly logical to think that there might be something else going on under the surface because Roy has proven time and time again that he has a plan. So I'm gonna trust him. Whether he killed her on purpose or not, who cares? We will find out soon. Maybe we won't find out soon. I don't know. We will find out. If you are new to this channel, today is a Wednesday upload, meaning that it is yet another iteration of my favorite game on this show that nobody plays but me, White Claw Wednesday. Now, White Claw Wednesday, I guess I shouldn't call it a game. I think it's more of just an experience because every time it's a Wednesday, I have to have my White Claw on me. I have to be clawed up, double clawed up, because I already had one. I actually had one for watching the last episode. If you'd seen the last episode, you would know that, because I mentioned it. I try to drink a different flavor every time. At least so far, I've had a different flavor every time. I feel like I got to write it down to make sure that I remember which ones I've had for each episode, because we're on like White Claw Wednesday episode 8. I'm realizing this is episode 16, so yeah, it's the 8th White Claw Wednesday. Or did I do it right away? Maybe it's only 7. I don't know. I'll have to go back and count. If you want to play along in this game, not game, just guess in the comments below, what flavor do you think I'm drinking right now? I will give you a hint. Same hint I gave last episode. I have the Tequila Smash, the new Tequila Smash White Claws. I got one of those. I think there's only one box of those. I think there's only one variety pack. So you have a 1-4 shot in guessing. You just guess one of them and you might be right. I'm gonna open it right now. Ha, there we go. I'm not sure how well it gets picked up, but it gets picked up. It does come through. Anyway, I'm gonna take my first sip. This brand new flavor that I've not tried before. Oh shit. Oh shit. This was the one that I was most excited to try, and I was right. Oh my god, that's delicious. That tastes exactly like it's supposed to. That tastes really good. I'm super excited. I want to get to the next episode. Let's just do it already. I'm good. Let's go. Resemble. Resemble Dio. Okay. Yes, last time we saw Alex grabbed Ed out of nowhere and dragged him out of the city. Told him he did it because it was orders. He was ordered by Roy. So what's the plan? I haven't heard all the details myself. Yeah, see, there's a rendezvous. We also saw Roy and Riza Hawkeye. We also saw them getting cleared for vacations. So, and then Roy made a big public showing about that. He showed his entire department. He let everybody see what was happening. So this is all part of his plan. Optically, there's something going on here. It's a secret meeting, but he's hiding it by like having everybody have legitimate or giving everybody legitimate reasons to be out and about, you know. Mm-hmm. The arrogant palm of a small human. That's fire. That sounds almost like a proverb. Again with these freaking fan shots. I keep talking every time they show up about like the little spinning fan is just a symbol of them, their minds just spinning. They're just thinking. They're just sitting here ruminating. Their minds are just slowly spinning in circles. Yeah. It is interesting that they left Al out of the equation. Huh. Why is he in the know? He probably just sucked some information in somehow. He did break out of prison. Yeah, there we go. In the desert? What is the point of all this? Going somewhere remote so that they can be avoided, you know, so that people can avoid seeing them. I hope that they don't drag this out too long, because I need to know. I need to know what the hell is happening. Okay, that's very pretty. Now tell me what's going on. Ruins, I get it. We talked about this place a couple episodes ago. What's happening? Is it a long story? I thought Roy just ordered him to come along. Okay. Fairy tale. Who wants to bet that this is just a true story? Yeah, okay. This is probably just how it happened. Oh, is he from Asia? Yeah, okay, he is. Interesting. Yeah. Was it the same person? It could be. It's also possible that just they're different people just carrying on the same tradition, right? But they seem to be implying that it's the same person. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, okay. Well, too bad he doesn't get to come. Yeah, how is it that they perished overnight? Infighting, presumably. That's how all great nations fall. Ooh, that's something important. We see that in the intro, don't we? Is that literally the thing that's in the back of my thumbnails? Hold on, I want to pull up one of my thumbnails real quick. No. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at the thing. It's not the same. It's kind of the same though. Same idea. I think it's literally just. It's obviously important, or else they wouldn't have made a mention of showing it. But yeah, it just looks like a circle. You know, transmutation circle. What if it was just like the secret of bringing people back to life? It was just on the wall. Wouldn't that be crazy? Maybe that's why Ed recognized it. Maybe that's what he was trying to recreate. Haha. I fucking told you. I fucking told you. I fucking told you. I'm so right. I'm so right. I fucking knew it. Granted, they did lead you to believe that that was a possibility, but they did everything that they could to make you think that she was actually dead. As soon as they said dental records, though, I was like, okay, that's something that you got to intentionally deal with, right? I wasn't sure, honestly, because like whenever a body is really that fucked up in real life, they always go straight to the dental records because teeth are like really, really strong. They're just like really hard to destroy. So as soon as they said that, I was like, okay, that was definitely part of the plan too, right? Intentionally, they knew that they needed to get that right, and that would be what people would question. I just didn't know if they had the technology for that. All according to plan, baby. Yeah, he felt super bad because she was one of his people. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yeah. It seemed convenient, right, that he started sending literally everybody involved with his operation out of the country all at the same time, immediately after he supposedly killed her. Right? He set up this good standing. We're like, okay, he killed the person that was causing trouble, right? Or the person that was at the center of the issue. And then they all leave after that in seemingly unrelated things that had nothing to do with each other, but they're all going to the same place. All according to plan. I like that we get to see how it happened, though. I'm curious. Yeah. It is interesting that that was made public. I was not expecting that to be made public. That was the investigation, because the investigation technically wasn't over, right? Warrant officer. Oh, Fall Man. Okay. That's actually pretty ironic that his name is Fall Man. I never thought about that. To be fair, I didn't really remember his name, but he's not even the Fall Man, which is funny. It just happens to be his name. But yeah. He's the guy that's watching over Barry. I love Roy. Roy is so funny. Yeah. I was gonna say this is one of the guys that's there at the rendezvous, so he's not trying to protect him, right? He's trying to protect them from anyone who could be listening to them. So that's why they're going back to this phone booth. That's why Hughes went to the phone booth in the first place. Okay. Batty. I assumed that, by the way, that Roy knew that she was innocent the whole time, and that Barry was able to confirm that for him. So he was like, okay, cool. All I needed to hear. You probably already believed it. Yeah, see, this is all according to plan. All right, Roy. Roy's cooking. The Flame Alchemist is cooking. Code. Oh, maybe it's not. No, it'll be fake. Yep. Coroner is in his corner. That's why they call him the coroner. Yep, he is. I called all of this, by the way. I said all of this. As soon as they said the Denta records, I was like, oh, he's in on it. Making burned corpses is my specialty. That's hard. That's a hard line. Yep. That's crazy. He had to make a show of it. But not really. Like I said, not really. That's what's up. Now put your dog tags on. Yeah, you gotta go. Oh, she threw her into the dumpster. Okay. Shh. Ah. Awesome. Yep. I knew it. I knew he just didn't want to tell him. I don't know if he doesn't trust Ed or if he just doesn't want them to know. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. I guess he didn't expect Ed to show up. That makes sense. He probably wasn't going to tell him anyway. But I think he had to now because Ed was there. I think as soon as Ed actually showed up at the scene, he was like, okay, I got to include Ed in my plan. And that's why it seems so awkward that out of nowhere, why am I forgetting his name? Alex. Out of nowhere, Alex was just like, okay, you're coming too. Come here. You're coming too. There we go. That's pretty much exactly what I said happened. Just saying. Pretty much exactly what I said. Well, what's next? Where's Roy and Riza? Where are they? Nah, everyone else knew except for you. True. Yeah, it was the better way to handle it for sure. Better to tell him after the fact than during. The plan might not have worked during if too many people got involved, right? Having a hot-tempered kid hanging around, yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. Ed is too much of a wild card. Yeah, there's way more to it. Alex doesn't know. Yeah. Alex didn't know about that. Barry holds the secret? What is this?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Alex Louis Armstrong.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Not dead. I told you. Not dead. Not dead. Not dead. I'm saluting. I know you can't see that, but I told you. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Oh yeah, he wanted to know that secret about Al. Oh, did he say that? Oh, he didn't tell it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that makes sense, because they want to know how he did it, not necessarily that that's the case, because they do know that Ed, or Al, they did know that Al was empty. Or maybe they didn't know that. Greed and the other people that he was working with knew that. I guess this guy didn't. How does your body work? Yeah, again, he's asking the wrong person. Yeah. Because you were assigned to Ed. That's all it is. Wow. He knows what they all look like. Yeah, that's so sweet. He has to change his name. Or his title, I mean. Yeah, we're not able to save Hughes the same way that they saved Ross. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly it. Yeah. That has always been the case. Yup. No, you cannot. Yup. Yeah, you get it. You get it. This is awesome. Yeah. You can barely take care of yourself, but you gotta take care of everyone else. That's not arrogant. I like, by the way... Yeah. I like that that was written in a way that, like, is just relatable outside of this context, too, right? Because he's just saying, like, hey, I know I only have so much control over the world around me, right? But I am just me. I can only do what I can do, right? It may be a bit foolish to think that I can, like, really protect other people when, at the end of the day, I'm not necessarily in control over what happens in the world around them, right? But at the same time, he's still got to do it. He kind of has no choice but to proceed forward. I remember we talked about last episode, he was sitting with Al and Winry, and he asked Winry what to do because he didn't know. And I was kind of saying back then that, like, there's nothing that you can really do. Like, nothing specific. Just generally, you have to, like, do what you can, stay positive, and just keep moving forward. So I like that that's a repeated theme that we're kind of hearing over and over and over again with these boys. Because honestly, when it comes to trauma and when it comes to some of these really, really, truly fucked up things that people have had to deal with in this show, and just in life in general, right? Well, that's what it's all a metaphor for anyway. When it comes to all that stuff, ultimately, there is nothing else that you can do but just keep moving forward. You know, like that's the message that they want to send. Like, yeah, incredibly fucked up things happen, but what else can you do? Like, literally, there's nothing else that you can do. You just have to keep moving. That's all that really matters. So, you know, you just got to do it. However you got to do it, you got to do it. Doesn't really matter how. But only the truly, you know, strong people can actually, like, pick themselves up and do it, right? So I think that resonates with everybody here. She's gonna escape? Yeah, I'm not sure if she's just going to escape or if she wants to find something there, but... No. Probably better that they don't know. Yeah, it would put them in danger. She can always go back and see them after this is all over. Mm-hmm. He didn't have to. He could have just killed her. Yeah, if she's ever needed. I have a feeling we will see her again. I'm glad, because honestly, like, at first she was kind of written as like, her and the other handler were just written to be kind of incompetent and unimportant, but like, I'm really happy that she's still here. And I do think she has a lot more potential. She's not as bumbling as the other guy. The other guy was kind of a bumbler. She actually seems like she might have had some potential. And maybe she does that we just haven't seen yet. Maybe we will see it at some point. I certainly hope so. It's a good place for her to hang out, yeah. Oh. The desert does suck. Hopefully they make it through. Like, seriously. Oh, the poor thing. Yeah, you can cry now, but don't continue to cry. Just cry this once. Get it all out now. Uh-oh. This is not good. I don't like any of that. Who is that? What's happening here? Okay. Yeah, okay. So the Sins called this guy Barry. They called him Barry the Chopper. Who is that? So what's happening here? Lieutenant Havoc. Who are these people? Yeah, seriously. Okay, so that's the guy who's supposedly dating Lust. But she's obviously playing him. What's happening? What is the point of this guy? I need to know. You're me! That's kind of fucked up. If it is him, I don't know if it is him. Hmm. Ugh. Uh-oh. Barry? No. Who's that? Who's that? We've got the Hawk's eyes on her side. That's funny. That's funny. I was wondering why she wasn't at the rendezvous. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's funny. Do you think the person on the wiretap didn't hear the gunshot? the clearly gunshot. You think they didn't hear that? They must have, right? Yeah. They called him Barry the Chopper. Clearly Barry's soul is in the armor. But his body was still intact. So he could theoretically get into his body. Interesting. So his body wasn't destroyed like Al's was, right? Because Al's body was destroyed and Ed had to put him in something, right? In order to keep him alive. But the way Barry's talking about it right now, his soul was ripped from his body while his body was still alive. And then they just put somebody else in his body, so his body never died. So, in that case, are we going to get an idea of like what it will take to put Al back in his body? Is that going to be the answer? That you can only do it if the body is still intact? You know what I mean, right? Are we going to get some insight on how that works by seeing if Barry can get put back into his body? That's what I want to know. Two-headed dragon. Are there also codes? Yeah, and it's missing pieces. That was so smooth. It's an Ishvalen. He has red eyes and white hair. Yep. Oh, do they live here? Did they retreat to the ruins just because that they were forced out of their homes? Would you mind being our hostage? That's not gonna work. Yeah, no kidding. Even if he is a state alchemist. Okay. You never know, that was kind of fair. They're not all in agreement. Yeah. That's a tough thing. Yeah. Okay. Because the thing is, right, if you're in this situation where, like, you know, this entire group of people has been discriminated against in a very brutal, violent way, and your goal, or at least your what you have to do now is you're in charge of picking up the pieces and, like, leading your group of people, the survivors, through this new era, right? You have to think about, like, how the actions that you make are going to be perceived, right? And that's really, really shitty. Because obviously these people were put in this situation, right? But if they react the wrong way, it'll just be used as further justification to more violence against them, right? And that's really a shitty thing to have and keep in mind, because these people are just trying to survive, right? So they're trying to make moves that help ensure their survival, but they also have to make sure that the optics of their moves also allow them to stay alive, right? Which sucks. It just, it's really shitty. And this is definitely something that happens in real life too. I will not go into any real life examples because I'm not fully educated on certain similar situations that this is reminding me of that may or may not be happening right now. You'll just have to guess what I'm talking about, because I will not mention it. I will not go into detail. Yeah. There we go. That's the right way to think about it. That is sweet. I kind of wish, honestly, I kind of wish that they didn't do that, because I feel like you just got to know that empathy exists within people, right? And that those of us, you know, collectively who are in charge, who are in positions that allow them the power to create violent situations, you got to know that that's never representative of an entire people, an entire culture, right? And I feel like the Ishvalens being the center of that kind of violence, right? Yeah, there's a kind of desire to, like, fight back with the same force that was, you know, used against you, right? By the same energy. So in this case, right, the Ishvalens firing back at the Mesrians for the same reasons, right? Trying to dehumanize them, think that they, you know, lump them all together, right? Put them all in a category. I kind of wish he didn't need that moment of, like, actually connecting with someone from the opposite side in order to believe that that was the case, that humanity just exists within all people. But I get that. I get it. It makes sense. Like, logically, I don't know. Logically, these people shouldn't have a whole lot of hope in humanity anyway. So just any situation, anything that they can lean on that allows them to keep the hope for humanity alive in that sense, the belief that there are people around them that are generally good, then yeah, that makes sense. That it would be brought up. There's no way, right? That's crazy. I'm a friend of their daughter. That's crazy that they know each other. Awesome. Did we know that, or I don't remember? Aunt and uncle. They're not aunt and uncle. Not literally. Yeah. He knows they're dead, but he doesn't know how.
夫妻は助けた患者にイシュバールの者に
Ooh.
殺された。
That sucks. Just when I was talking about like these lines between people, right?
わしらはあれを止められ
No fucking way. No fucking way they were killed by Scar. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no fucking way. You can see it, right? That's his tattoo.
あれを止め
And then he literally has the splotches of blood across it. Come on. That's crazy.
どこのこいつだ。顔はわからなかった。
I don't know his face, but I know his name.
右腕に入れ墨のあるイシュ
Okay.
バールのブス
I was gonna say, you better not tell me that. Because we know the opposite. We know his face, but we don't know his name. Does Ed know? Did Ed put that together?
ロックベル夫妻の墓前に報告をしておいておくれ。
Oh, shit.
感謝と謝罪を。
Oh. Okay. I thought it was a physical item. Maybe it is and they just didn't show us, but no. I think they just want to pay their respects, which is perfectly reasonable. Did he put it together, though? Does he know that it was Scar that did it? Because obviously he knows that Scar has the tattoos on his right arm, but that's all that she knows about him. So, like, that's not really enough to say for sure that that's exactly who that is. But does he think that that's the case, right? Is that where his mind went first and foremost? Because that's the only issue of Alien that he knows, really.
てめえの肉体を思う存分ぶった切れる機会なんてなかなかねえぜ。
お前さっきは殺すなって言ってただろうが。
作戦なんてもうクソくらいだ。
Yeah, he's trying to get his body back.
私がざわつくんだよ。
No, he wants to kill his... Oh. He wanted...
ダメだ。
He wants to... He wants to do the thing that I can't say. It's not literally him, though. It's just his body. He's just not in it anymore. It's a good question. Doesn't he want to go into his own body?
元の体に戻りたいって思うのが
He doesn't have
普通じゃないの
to.
か。
あの体もう持たねえよ。
Ah, okay.
なんだ。クソ
It's already dying.
じゃあもう我慢できねえ。
Interesting.
切るぜ。俺の体をどうしようが俺の勝手だ。
Okay, hold on. I'm just thinking for a sec. So like I was saying before, right? What happens with this guy's body could be a hint at what's going to happen with Al when, you know, the time comes to figure out whether he can get his body back or not. So this guy's not going to take his body back, even though I don't know how he would even do that, because you need an alchemist probably to do that for you. But he's not going to take his body because his body is already dying, if not dead. It says rotting, so it must be dead to some degree. But wouldn't that mean that Al literally cannot get his body back because his body no longer exists? Like his body was completely removed from play, so to speak. It's just it no longer exists. It was completely destroyed, right?
お客さんとトラブルみたい。いけない。電話はまたにするわ。
That's not good.
こっちもお客が。
Oh shit. Sloth. No, Gluttony. Okay. I thought Sloth was taller. I guess we haven't seen Sloth enough to where I would assume that he would show up, you know. Yeah, that's not good. Why is he getting bigger? I don't like this. You better not kill her. She's way too cool. Oh, come on. I see the skip credits there. I see you skip credits button. Fuck you. I don't want her to die. I want to make sure she's okay. All right. Whatever. We're just going to move on. Okay, wow. So, first and foremost, I will say it one more time. I was so right. I was so right about Maria not being killed. I broke it down too. We got to see exactly how it played out. And it was more or less exactly how I said it was. Obviously some little details here and there, right? That like, you know, whatever. But I fucking called it, man. I knew it. It's interesting though. I'm not sure exactly where we're jumping off to next though, because I think we're obviously going to see the culmination of this fight between Barry and his body and also Riza and Gluttony. I don't know what's going to happen next with Ed. Is he going to go back to Al? Is he going to stay with the Ishvalians for a while? Because he was just out there to rendezvous with these people to make sure that they knew that Maria was safe and just to ensure that she actually got out of the the city and the country? Is that the only reason that they were there, or were they there for another reason? Because obviously they said they're going to try to figure out like how to clear her name. Is that why they're there? Are they all there for that reason? Or were they just there to keep the secret contained? I don't really know. We're going to find out, I guess, soon. We'll keep on keeping on. We'll keep watching the show. We'll keep theory crafting, trying to figure out what to expect next, what's going to happen next. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next, but we'll have to get to that at a later date. Thank you very much if you've watched up until this point. I really appreciate it a lot. Don't forget to hit the buttons underneath, the like button, the comment button, subscribe button, the bell as well. I'm not going to call the bell button. I decided just now. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to call it the bell. But I would love to hear your thoughts on my thoughts. If you want to guess the flavor of White Claw that I'm drinking today, it's one of my favorites. I'm still drinking it. I haven't quite finished. Delicious. Like, actually really good. So yeah, if you want to guess, by all means guess. Other than that though, I just appreciate those of you who show up frequently. And if you're new, I appreciate you showing up at all, clicking on the video and actually watching up to this point. That's fucking awesome. I really appreciate it. That being said, I will be back soon. I will see you soon. Good night, sweet princedom.